Days of Our Lives teasers. Will Xander face off with his mother before she exits Salem? JJ takes on the role of Chad and Abigail's wedding officiant, conducts the ceremony before turmoil strikes. Johnny's betrayal nightmare spots Alex with Stephanie and thinks it's Channel. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that the bodacious businessman Xander Cook Kyriakis may defy his mama before she leaves Salem for good. When his woman, Sarah Horton, remembers all the data about the night of the mega hit and run, Fiona Cook does commodity decisive. Will the lying Brit get a one-way ticket back to Europe to avoid execution? Will Xander ever forgive his mom's falsehoods? Plus, does he fix the damage done to his Orson, Brady Black? Meanwhile, the injured Croker may get her miraculous mending if her hubby says yes to Kristen Dimmer's demands. Watch the drama unfold on the 60th season of the NBC Peacock exclusive. Days of Our Lives spoilers Xander Cook Kyriakis blasts mum for accident. Days of Our Lives spoilers report that Xander Cook Kyriakis faces off with his mama. Fiona Cook. Everything sounded to be coming up roses for Xander and his bridegroom, Sarah Horton, that is, until they were getting ready to leave on their honeymoon. Farther, a tipsy Fiona drove the crapulous Brady Black's auto and struck her son-in-law on Days of Our Lives. She left Xander's woman injured alongside the road and sped off. Plus, she let her youngish net take the blame for the mega hit and run accident. Xander has been in vengeance mode ever ago. Coming week on Days of Our Lives, Xander learns the verity about the accident. Suckers know he'll lose it when he discovers his mama, Fiona, was responsible for Sarah's injuries. Not only that, but she's also been lying about her sobriety since she hit the Salem scene for his marriage to Sarah. Watch for the battle soon. Fiona may try leaving city before Xander blasts her for causing the accident. Days of Our Lives spoilers Xander and Sarah face the unknown phenomenon. Here Days of Our Lives spoilers indicate that Titan CEO and his woman have a significant decision to make. Recent occurrences showed Dr. Rolf, Richard Wharton, boasting to Kristen Dimmer about all of his new medical technology advances using the ignominious Demetes power. The princess prodigies if he can help her baby daddy by curing Sarah's spinal cord injury. Of course, Kristen has her own docket. She may want Dandy Xandy to work with Dimmer Enterprises. Will he agree to her demands to help Sarah out? Days of Our Lives suckers wonder if Xander Cook Kyriakis revolutionists against the Kyriakis clan to save his woman from a continuance in a wheelchair. Farther, can Xander move Sarah to try the experimental treatment? After all, she may not like how Kristen manipulates the situation in her favor. Watch for Sarah's decision soon on Peacock's Days of Our Lives. What will she tell her hubby? She could be walking by Halloween if all goes well. Days spoilers forgive and forget for Xander and Brady. Days of Our Lives observers wonder if Xander Cook Kyriakis will ever forgive Brady Black. While he didn't drive that cataclysmal night, he has known about Fiona's drinking for weeks. Will Dandy Xandy continue to detest his Orson after Fiona is exposed? Brady has defended Fiona's dependence all this time. Days of Our Lives spoilers indicate a long road to remission for the cousins. The bodacious Scott needs to concentrate on Sarah and their son, Victoria. Plus, Brady may have a beef to pick with his uncle if he works with Kristen Dimmer. The men could continue their misprision for each other for the unseeable future. Watch for Xander Cook Kyriakis' battle with Fiona Cook coming week on Days of Our Lives. Will effects ever be the same between the cousins on the Peacock Censor? Days of Our Lives spoilers JJ is Chat and Abigail's marriage officiant, performs marriage before chaos erupts. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that JJ Devrox is headed back to Salem for a veritably important reason. It turns out JJ will be serving as Chad Dimmer and Abigail Dimmer's marriage officiant on October 17, so he'll step up to help them tie the knot. Of course, JJ may have some moping reservations about whether this woman is really his family. Days of Our Lives suckers will recall that JJ was reluctant to accept Clyde Weston's crazy story, but he'll manage to put any remaining debieties away. Days spoilers say JJ will perform the marriage form, so he'll companion Chad and Abigail as they change promises. Chad will assume they're well on their way to living happily ever later, but Abigail will still be duping him as part of Clyde's crooked plan. Naturally, it'll be complicated for Abby, since she's advanced genuine passions for Chad and truly feels shamefaced about deceiving him. Indeed so, Abigail feels she has no other option but to trick Chad since her interned mama's life is online. Days spoilers allude that Abigail will manage to get through the form by Chad's side. However, there may be many interruptions then and there. Abby might be tempted to bail on the marriage due to how guilt-ridden she is, but she'll press on anyway. It looks like Abigail will successfully make Chad her hubby, so the coming step of Clyde's plot will be complete. Abigail will inch near to getting her hands on the DiMera fortune, which Clyde is demanding, or differently, she'll no way see her mama again. Chad and Abigail will have a marriage event next, so they'll celebrate along with some of their closest loved bones. Still, this event is also where effects will take a shocking turn. Our day's prognostications point to chaos erupting, so we'll see if that's due to Abigail's implicit fraud exposure or maybe an attempt on Chad's life. Mark Green will struggle with Clyde's fatal orders when it comes to Chad, but You Can Go Clyde will target Chad no matter what. Days of Our Lives spoilers say this whole scheme is about to go off the rails, so we'll bring you updates on all the wild news ahead. Days of Our Lives Johnny's infidelity horror. Intelligencers Alex with Stephanie and assumes it's Channel. Days of Our Lives spoilers recap for Tuesday, October 8, reveals that Johnny DiMera had agony about Alex Kyriakis overrunning his bedroom to make love to Channel DiMera, but she tried to assure her hubby once he confessed his dream. At Stephanie Johnson's apartment, she opened the door to shirtless Alex and accepted the latte he brought her. Alex talked about his armistice with Channel and Johnny's covetousness issues before heading off to go shower. Stephanie eventually gave Alex a lift to the sanitarium, where he learned Channel was running late. Alex asked Stephanie to run lines rather, so they acted out a sizzling scene in a sanitarium room. That led to Arrow telling Faith how his mama's fire made him realize life was too precious to squander. Effects took a passionate turn between Stephanie and Alex as they kissed before hooking up in the sanitarium bed. In the dement on Tuesday's Day's occasion, Channel pulled a muscle in her reverse while tying her shoe, so Kayla Johnson set up her in torture and claimed on taking her to the ER. Latterly, Kayla decided Channel couldn't do her love scene in this condition and forced her to defer it. At the Body and Soul office, Abe Carver and Kate Roberts Brady got a fruit handbasket from Bonnie Kyriakis, who was thrilled over being suitable to keep her job. Now that Hattie Adams was getting the charge rather, Bonnie hoped perhaps she could have Charlemagne's man's and hubby. Still, Kate and Abe made it clear that this was an ensemble product, so Bonnie wouldn't get treated like a one-woman show. In the city forecourt on Tuesday's Day's occasion, Hattie brazened Leo Stark over her exit and admitted she felt duped since she firstly allowed Bonnie was getting written out. Leo confessed that they wanted the shock for the followership. Not to mention, they were hysterical Hattie might squinch them over by not rephotographing her exit. Hattie decided deforming the cleaner over wasn't such a bad idea and made it clear that her fellowship with Leo was done. After Hattie advised Leo to stay down from her, she hovered to end him if he didn't. Leo ultimately made his way to the Body and Soul office, where he vented to Katie about his guilt and Hattie's capability to hold a grudge. Once it was time for Hattie to tape recording her exit, she was nowhere to be set up. Hattie eventually arrived late and began rephotographing, but she kept dragging out her scene by the elevator shaft that she was supposed to fall into. In the end, Hattie refused to do the trick. Although Hattie couldn't stop Body and Soul from giving Charlemagne a fatal departure, she claimed she wouldn't help them do it and stomped off. Hattie latterly advised Abe and Kate that she was cursing the whole product and hovered to shoot Pineview up in Deers. Coming on Tuesday's Days of Our Lives show, Seth Burns advised Johnny not to go in the sanitarium room where Arrow and Faith had been rehearsing. Since Seth poked his head in earlier, he gave Johnny updates on effects taking a veritably real turn in there. Johnny opened the door anyway and was affrighted to see Alex in the middle of some genuine love-making with his scene mate. Stephanie was under Alex and couldn't really be seen, so Johnny naturally assumed Alex was hooking up with Channel rather. Our day's prognostications allude that this misreading will lead to a whole lot of drama, so don't miss all the chaotic news ahead. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Johnny and Channel have further marriage issues coming over, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.